Hi, I'm Urban Eve, and in today's video, I'm going to do a quick eyeshadow tutorial using the Natasha Denona Trichrome Palette. A palette that just came out. I believe it was available on her site a few weeks ago. It became available on Sephora's website maybe a week ago. I immediately jumped on it and I absolutely, at least I can say I love the first row, which is called the Trailblazer row. So Natasha Denona organized this eyeshadow palette in 3 rows based on inspirations like Trailblazer, which is meant to be for those who like to create eyeshadow looks that are out of the box and avant-garde. The second row is called the Enthusiast, and the third row is called Total Flip. I will talk more about the inspiration for those 2 eyeshadow rows by Natasha Denona in my next couple of videos when I create eyeshadow looks using those 2 rows. So this is actually a first video in a series of 3 because of the order that these eyeshadows were organized by. So this is going to be my Trailblazer video. So if you are interested to see how I accomplish this look using the Trailblazer row in Natasha Denona's Triochrome palette, keep watching. This is the final look. I love how it came out. As I said, I used the top row only to create this look. This is the Trailblazer row, and this is actually based on the tutorial that Natasha Denona did on her YouTube channel herself. So it's basically the same steps that she uses. I may have done a few things differently. For instance, I did not do the evening version of this look that she does on her channel, and that's basically just adding the color Scarab to the middle of the lid. I chose to just use Scarab on the inner eye corner, and I feel like that gives it a little bit of like accentuation. It's not like super over the top, but it's definitely noticeable. I love the way that Natasha Denona works with eyeshadows. The steps that she takes, her sequence of steps to create eyeshadow looks is very different from what I do, but I always love to be challenged by that and to see how that kind of like makes my eyeshadow game elevate a bit more. The shades that I really love in this row, and I really like them all, but ANDRADITE, which is described as a pastel mint, I never expected to like this shade as much as I do. The way that it works with Vert and Ion, I mean, all of these shades work incredibly together. Like, this look to me is very much a radiating kind of look. And in that sense, it is evocative of a sort of futuristic take on an eyeshadow look. I also get the sort of like, kind of like an avocado green shade in here that I really love. I love that shade of yellowish green and avocado right in the middle of like where it's the darkest, and then it like comes into the lighter part of the fruit. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that is the feeling that I get from these colors as well. So again, this is just using the Trailblazer row at the top. I will talk more about the last two rows in this palette in the next two videos that I do, creating eyeshadow looks with those two rows. Really quickly on pricing, this Natasha Denona palette, this size is the size that her original releases of eyeshadow palettes came out as. It was always this very large 15 pan palette for $129. It is my first full size Natasha Denona palette. So the other Natasha Denona palettes that I own are the Bronze palette and the Sunrise palette. So this is the pan size for the Triochrome palette, pan size for the Sunrise palette. And you can see that these pans are considerably larger, and these are nothing to sneeze at either, but obviously it's a smaller size, it's a smaller palette. These run about $68, this is $129. And for my very first Natasha Denona full-size palette, I am loving this. And I can't wait to do eyeshadow looks using the last two rows of this palette. So look out for those two coming up on my channel soon. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think of the way that this eyeshadow look turned out. I am actually really happy with it. And I will see you in my next video soon. Bye.